Hey y'all, I'm DJ and I'm legally blind. I posted a few videos on my eye condition and my blindness, and I love it when you ask questions because I like to be able to address the questions. Okay, well, the question that I want to address that I had was, how do you know who's calling you? How do you read and reply to your text messages? Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying I am an Apple user. I have an iPhone, a MacBook, and AirPods. And I'm gonna explain to you the AirPods later on, okay? But Apple is an amazing product. Through the accessibility app on both my iPhone and my MacBook, I can set my phone up to and my MacBook to read everything to me. Okay? So I'm gonna use my son Joshua as an example. If Joshua were to call me, I would get a notification that says incoming call from Joshua, accept, and I would say yes or no. Okay. If I wanted to call Joshua, all I would have to say is Joshua, or I'm sorry, Siri, call Joshua. And so she would call Joshua for me. Okay. If Joshua was to send me a text messages, I would get an incoming message that would say, text message from Joshua. Good morning, Mom. I love you. Or whatever he may say, And then she'd say, respond. And I would say yes or no. And then I would say what I want to say. Then she would read it back to me, meaning Siri, read it back to me. And then ask me if I wanted to send it. And I'd say yes or no. Now, if I wanted to text Joshua, all I'd have to say is Siri, text Joshua, and then I'd say what I'd want to text him. She'd read it back to me and say send, and I would say yes or no. So that's how easy that is. Now, if I want to read something on my phone, have what's called a screen reader, where I take two fingers and swipe it from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, and I read everything on the screen. Now, AirPods, the importance of AirPods, okay? Because when I'm out in public, I don't want people hearing my text messages. If I want to read an email and I do the screen reader with the two fingers to read my screen, I don't want nobody to hear what my emails say. It may be some information I don't want to share with everybody. So having the AirPods in where the sound can be played directly through my AirPods helps me out quite a bit. Keeps my information private so it doesn't get leaked out to all of the world. Okay? So that's how I receive phone calls, and I receive and send text messages, and then how I read everything on my phone. So I